Joe, I want to talk some baseball with you, but before we get into any kind of standings or anything like that, did you know that you would have to pay more to ride a train to a Mets game than you would have to pay for a ticket to go to a Friday night Mets game?
I actually did. You have to pay like 12 something, I think, on the train, and
Six,
the
yeah,
ticket's like
six
$6.
dollars, $6 to go to a Mets game.
You couldn't pay me to go to a Mets game. They
You
did
know
win
what?
tonight.
They did. They did. They have a lot of okay. Dodgers do it right, and whenever they spend, people always give them shit for how much money they spend on their team and all this other stuff. It's like your owners could do it too. We say this all the time about NIL and all that other stuff. But in a way
Yep.
of Major League Baseball, your owner could do it too if he wasn't a cheap ass Bob Nutting. Okay? But that being said, the Dodgers, whenever they go and they buy these players and they buy their talent, they buy talent with the egos are like here.
Yep.
The Mets, they buy talent at $300 million and are currently sitting at 10-19 in last place in NL East, and they have egos all over that field.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you've seen their team because I've watched them play a few times.
Oh, Lindor's a
They're starting.
jackass.
Oh, hey, he's a former Indian. That's not his fault why he's playing there in the first
Stop
place.
it.
I love Lindor. If he played for the Guardians, he would still be great. Okay, it's just because he plays for the Mets, and I will die on that hill.
It's a Mets
He's a great
curse, is it?
player. It is, but they have good starting pitching. They have really good starting pitching. Their starting pitchers don't lose them the game.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as the bullpen comes in, gets game over because because the lineup doesn't get any hits, and then they're winning like 1-0. Starter comes out in the seventh, 8 runs for the other team. I saw that a bunch of times in their 12-game losing streak. I was like, oh my god, these starting pitchers they can't win.
I mean, they have
Like they pitch a gem, and then this guy comes in and he's tipping his pitches, and boom, home run, and the game's over.
they have a point differential of minus 22.
Yeah, like they
And
can't score.
what's crazy to me is whenever you think about that stat and the point differential of minus 22, they're in last place in that division. Behind who? The Phillies, who also suck. But
Yes.
the Phillies have the same record, 10-19. Okay, the Mets are in last in that division with a point differential of minus 22. The point differential for the Phillies, minus 47.
Woo! Well, that's what I mean. But that's what I mean. Like the Mets games, they were losing, but they weren't losing like 10-0.
Yeah.
They would like be in the game till like the seventh, and they would just lose their bullets. Like they would just give up runs in like the bottom of the eighth or the bottom of the seventh. It'd be like 1-0 till then,
Yeah.
and then they would lose. And it's like the starting pitcher can't. I mean, you're gonna have to pitch the starting pitcher the whole 9 innings for the Mets. Can't bring a guy in. And then the
Yeah.
Phillies have the opposite problem.
They get hit.
The Phillies, no, they can hit, but the problem is their starting pitchers give up like 15 runs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they have the opposite problem of the Mets.
Well, have you seen the batting averages for the Phillies right now?
Oh yeah,
Their highest batting average on the team.
should be Brandon Marsh, right?
Where are we here? I think the highest one that I saw was like between Bryce Harper and Schwarber. They're like 230 or something, and like
Schwarber sucks. He's got like I don't know why they signed him back.
for a lot of money.
Yeah, he's. You want to know how I know he sucks? is because the Pirates are looking at him. That's how you know he sucks and he's washed up.
Now hold up
And
here.
the Reds. And the Reds. The Reds were also looking at him. So that means that both of them were trying to get. I know the Pirates are good this year. That's not what I'm saying.
I know.
But
I know.
if
That's not where I
they're
was
looking
going.
at this guy, that means he's washed.
So you're talking about right now, statistically, the best division in baseball.
It won't last.
Pirates have a point differential of plus 18. When's the last time you saw that happen with the Pirates team where they're scoring more runs than the opposition? But
they're still last in the division.
Yeah, that division
that makes me laugh.
I
can't believe that.
That division is so good.
It's not. They're not good
this year.
They're good right now. I'm telling you that this Cardinals team is playing out their ass right now. They're not very good.
Yeah.
The Cubs team, they should be good. The Brewers are like how I said, they're up and down. You don't know what they're going to do. Reds are kind of the same. And the Pirates are kind of like the one team that I thought would be good. And they're last at this moment.
Yeah.
But that won't last. By the end of the year, Pirates will be in first or second, and the Cubs will be first or second, and then probably be like Brewers, Reds, Cardinals.
Yeah, I do have the Pirates winning the division this year. Not just because I'm a fan, but because I feel like,
I don't know if they can beat the Cubs, but
I feel like they have more pieces. Yeah, they have better pitching, in my opinion.
They'll be in it. That's what they'll be a playoff team. They're going to be in it
for the first time in 11 years.
I mean, but when you have the reason why they're so good is because the AL East just sucks. That's why.
Good point. Well, not so much on the Braves. The Braves are the best team in baseball right now, 21-9, point differential of plus 68.
Yeah, I mean, but like the Marlins are second. They're 13-16. The Nationals are third, and they have worse pitching than the Mets and the Phillies, and they're third.
Yeah,
just hilarious.
Then the Dodgers, of course, they're 20-9. Could we talk about how the Padres are keeping right up with them, though?
Oh, the Padres are good. That's a good division. I don't know how the Giants storm back being 13-16. I mean, they're not very good.
How about the Athletics?
Well, how about the Rockies being 13-7? I told you they were going to be better this year. Them and the White Sox. Don't sleep on them this year. That was a Ro-JoSports when we predicted. I was like, they're going to be better.
Well,
they are.
They're not
terrible.
We also have to celebrate that one of the worst teams in baseball this year is the Houston Astros.
Oh, absolutely. But they got one of the best players.
Who cares? When the Astros lose, America wins.
I mean, Yordan Alvarez is pretty good. He's a good hitter.
Now, who's a really good hitter and is currently tied for second best team in baseball right now is your New York Yankees. Easy, Joe.
You almost made me drop the F-bomb on
here. Tampa Bay Rays are right behind them. Orioles are right in the mix, 14-15, but anything can happen in that division. Blue Jays kind of stink so far. The Red Sox suck.
They just they won a game 17-1 and they fired their manager. How about that?
And you could go to Fenway Park for $6 right now too. Do you see that?
Yeah, but they'll be all right. They're the Red Sox.
To be honest, for me, that's a dream, is to see a game at Fenway.
Oh, I've seen one there.
Have you?
I've seen there a couple times actually.
Yeah. To sit atop the Green Monster.
Oh, well, I didn't sit there. Those are expensive. But I sat on the bleachers.
Yeah.
Where the real fans sit.
The AL West, I feel, other than the Astros and the Angels, of course, I'm
The
excited.
Angels are a little scrappy. I mean, I know you're looking off record, but I've watched these teams play because I watch them every day at the sports book because there's nothing else on. So I watch them all. The Angels aren't bad. They're not playing that bad. I know they've lost 5 in a row or whatever, but they're always scoring. They're kind of like the Nationals of the American League. They kind of don't have pitching, but they can score. So if you let them hang around, they could win.
Well, you know how at the end of every season, near the end of every season, they always come up with a graphic of, oh, this team's like .5 games back or whatever, blah blah blah. In this division, is the most competitive division right now, and blah blah blah. When it comes to this year, I think that the NL Central or the NL West between the Padres and Dodgers, who wins that division, is going to be the most competitive. Or
I,
and
I,
the and the
I like.
AL and the AL Central.
No, the AL Central is like how it usually is. We all suck, and someone has to win. Always the Tigers and the Guardians.
Your Guardians might do it though.
But I mean, the Central, they're just they're hot right now. I got to see what they look like in July.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the past couple of years, the Pirates have started off kind of hot April, May, and then suck in June and July when really is when the teams make their push for playoffs and stuff.
That's what I mean. Like, I got to see what because all these teams are kind of like, we'll see.
But
they might.
I don't. At the beginning of the season, if you told me though that the Phillies were going to have a minus 47-point differential right now, and
I mean, I thought they wouldn't be that good, but I didn't think they'd be this bad.
like they suck at home, they suck on the road, and my goodness, they've given up. But the thing is, though, is they haven't given up the most runs in the league. That is the Nationals. They've given up 179 runs.
I told you that their pitching staff is atrocious, but their offense is good. They have scored 156 runs, which is like it's more than the Yankees.
Yeah.
but they've given up 179, so they just suck because their pitching sucks.
Yeah, man. I don't think until like recently I haven't paid so much attention to run differential, but this season I'm really like, okay, which team? Like the Pirates having a plus 18-point differential tells me your pitching's good and your hitting is doing just enough to get by.
Yeah, they're doing good.
And you gotta give a little bit of credit over the past couple of weeks, even though his fielding is kind of ass.
O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz is playing pretty good right now.
He's been doing all right.
I think he hurt us.
He must have.
I think after me playing the soap opera music or the circus music of him in the first game dropping 2 balls in center field, he must have heard that because he's been playing really good.
Popping off. Mike Trout's been doing pretty decent too.
Yeah. Right now.
Schwarber. Oh boy.
I mean, hell, it's
190 batting average. Jesus.
We still have another game or two for the Pirates, and O'Neal Cruz is sitting at 9 homers with 25 RBIs.
And then Yordan Alvarez. This guy is having a monster season. I know you said who that was, but he's got 11 home runs. He's hitting .355. He's only got 26 RBIs, but that's because nobody gets on the Astros. He's also been walked 20 times, 11 strikeouts. So,
well, when it comes to batting averages, and with the Mets, with how bad they suck, when your highest batting average is .237,
yeah,
that's a problem.
Yes, I mean Yordan Alvarez's OPS is 1199. it's pretty good.
And yeah, and like like you called us with the Phillies, highest batting average 298 with Marsh, but other than that,
I mean,
not.
Schwarber, get this guy a tennis racket.
And the thing is, the Pirates almost gave up a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, like I think he would have been okay if he like went to another place, but he's not. People act like this guy is so good.
They act like he's Babe Ruth.
He can hit home runs, but he's like Mark Reynolds from back in the day. You remember him?
Yeah.
I think I brought him up before on here, but he struck out like 230 times in a season, but he hit 50 home runs. Batting average is like 190 when he played for the Diamondbacks. Or Adam Dunn, where he hits like 200, but he hits like 50 home runs. Like,
well, yeah, but I mean, last year you had Aaron Judge, you had like 57 homers with a batting average of like 320. So,
screw that guy. Well, hey, if he hits 60 home runs this year and has like a 300 batting average, I better give him the MVP again. That's all I gotta say. Better not give it to somebody else.
How's Raleigh doing? I haven't paid
like he's playing. He's not playing very well, as predicted.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. Well, he has 7 homers, 17 RBIs, but other than
he's
that,
not going to have a season like how he had last year. I mean, that was
that's
one
hard
of one.
to. Yeah, that's hard
being
to recreate.
Being a catcher trying to hit 60 home runs again, like, come on. It's easy to do when you play right field. Okay, excuse me. It's not easy, but it's easier than if you play catcher.
Yeah. Man, baseball.
Yeah, gets me all fired up.
Last but not least, no, 2 other things. One quick thing, the Penguins are going to force Game 7.
Hopefully.
And if they force Game 7, it's lights out for the Flyers.
Oh yeah, I mean they're already the seed of doubt's already been planted, and it's growing as we speak.
So what's more impressive to you? Okay, you remember when the Golden State Warriors blew a 3-1 lead?
Okay.
Or that happening in the NHL? Which
in the Stanley Cup?
Yeah. So like if I don't know, say Pens and I don't know.
Well, I guess it's easier to gain momentum in hockey than it would be in basketball. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you string together some things in hockey, like you figure some things out.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I think it's harder to beat a good team in basketball than it is in hockey.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that it's easier physically. Like, do you know what do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but you think it's easier?
It would be harder to beat like Golden State because they had good players. It was a good team, and there's less players, so it'd be harder to beat them because they'll be good every night compared to a hockey team where all the best players are on the ice constantly.
Yeah. So you think it's easier to carry momentum in the NHL playoffs than?
Yes. Like if your whole team's playing well in the NHL, it's easier to come back than in the NBA.
Okay, I respect that. I do.
And I hate the NBA, Rob, and I hate them. you know, I don't like the NBA.
Yeah. hey. It's harder now.
Yeah.
It's
that's true.
Today's game is different. 40.
It's so hard.
43 free throws to get yourself 83 points. That's.
And they shoot 97 3-pointers and they make 30. It's just like, oh my God, look how good they are.
I mean, I was just talking to a couple of kids today about this, and I was like, do you understand if in today's game, I know we transitioned from NHL to NBA real quick, but do you understand that if you took in today's game, if you took a dominant center like Shaq and put him in today's game, my God.
Pete, they would foul everyone out because they couldn't guard him.
Right.
Like that's what they had to do back then when they actually could be physical, and he was still fouling guys out. They had to get like 4 centers on team just for him.
Yeah. But if you would get a player like that in the league now.
Oh, yeah. A grown man. And
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, he can't run up and down the floor. It's like all you guys do is run up and down, shoot a free. Like, that's not hard.
If you had a guy to dish it in down, I mean, could you? Okay. Imagine what Shaq would have done to Wemby underneath.
Oh, I mean, I think Wemby would block a shot a couple times, but I mean, he's
That's
not
it,
going
though.
to stop him. Yeah, he's not going to stop him. He's not big enough. Like, he's not massive.
Yeah.
Like Yao Ming gave Shaq problems because he was massive and he was tall, so he could block his shot.
Yeah, or like you know, when I always loved watching Shaq up against Ben Wallace, like that type of.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch. Or Shaq and Karl Malone going at it.
He matches the physicality. Like,
yeah.
You know, like someone that could do that.
But they don't have anybody in the game now that does that.
No. Like Jokic is getting gassed right now because Rudy Gobert's D'ing him up. He can't score on offense because he's all gassed.
And he's frustrated too.
Yeah. But whenever I hear that, the players now, they're so much more skilled, they're so much more athletic. It's like, no, they're not. Because they don't lift or do any of that stuff. They don't stay in shape. All they do is go play basketball. It doesn't mean you're better.
Yeah.
Like Jordan would eat these guys alive.
And I keep trying to talk to these kids about this, like, you know, all the LeBron's the GOAT, all this other stuff, and I'll look past that for a second. If you put what was it, 2000, what year was that for the Golden State with Kevin Durant, all those guys? Was that
2018?
2018, something like that. If you put that 2018 Golden State Warriors team up against the 97 Bulls. The 97 Bulls are eating them alive.
Yes, they are. Well, it depends what rules we're playing in. I mean, like the Bulls would probably win in like 6 games if it was the new rules because, you know, you can't like touch guys and stuff. But if it was the old school rules, it's a sweep.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's not even close.
Bulls in 4. No chance.
Like I give the Warriors like a game or two just because of the new rules, because, you know, they could have a great shooting night. But
yeah,
other than that, they ain't touching them.
Could you imagine how frustrated Draymond Green would have been playing Dennis Rodman?
Oh, not even that. Kevin Durant against Scottie Pippen.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be getting to the free throw line to shoot mid-ranges. That's for sure.
Then people, oh, well, who's going to guard Curry? Jordan. And then you have a little bit of a weakness. Klay Thompson will be open. No, he won't.
Yeah, I mean, did Harper play for them then?
Harper, Steve Kerr, Luke Longley.
No, but Harper was the other defensive guy.
Yeah.
So they could have locked somebody else up. That was the thing, because they
could
D anyone up.
Man, Harper, Jordan, Pippen, Longley, Kukoc, Rodman.
Yeah, and they could shoot too. It wasn't like they couldn't shoot.
They had a starting 8.
Yeah.
And that was
pretty good.
And what was crazy is most of that team, other than, you know, Rodman came from the Pistons, right?
Well, he went to the Spurs, then he went to
Spurs, yeah. But most of that team, like, it wasn't like the Durant joining an already successful. This was a draft.
I think Kerr was on the Suns.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Kerr,
like, he was the role player.
Yeah,
he was right. It wasn't like
he was shooting the lights out or anything.
It bothers me. Like, imagine the Jazz, the old Jazz team, with Malone and Stockton playing now. They would win too.
Yeah, they'd have 6 rings.
It wouldn't just be the Bulls. It would be the Jazz would win, the Rockets would win. Hell, the Knicks would win.
I mean, in today's game, I think the player who would succeed most back then would probably be Jokic. If I have,
I don't know if he would. I think he would be kind of a mid-level player. I think Giannis would
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
LeBron would just because he's big. Like
yeah,
he would adapt.
Giannis kind of reminds me of Kevin Garnett
I
type.
think he's as close to Shaq. He's closer to Shaq.
You
Like
think?
he would be like Shaq would be. Like if he said build how he is now.
Yeah.
Like when he was a young kid, maybe not, but like if he's because he got in the weight room and he's jacked.
I mean,
Like he would be like,
these kids talk about Jordan and all this other stuff. It's like, man, I would love to see anybody from this generation guard a Tim Duncan.
well, they couldn't because he played in the league for 20 years. Him and Tony Parker and Manu, like they were like 37 and they couldn't guard him.
Yeah. There's a reason why LeBron couldn't handle him either.
Yeah, I mean they were a good team. They was it's not just
Kawhi,
about the stars.
that's where we figured out who Kawhi Leonard was.
Yeah, I mean LeBron would still translate to then too.
Yeah.
I mean he wouldn't be flopping as much as he is now.
Yeah.
He honestly, LeBron would probably be better if he played in that era.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
In my opinion, because like he would be because he could be physical, like you know what I mean, like he's big.
But the flopping wouldn't work though.
But I don't think he would do that if he grew up then. You know, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like he would be better for that kind of game than he is now.
Yeah. But either way, last thing, when it comes to the NBA championship, I'm still riding with my Celtics. I think that I think they had the best
tonight.
chance. Yeah, I think they had the best chance out of the East.
It's not saying much.
East is weak.
Yeah, they suck. East suck.
Well, and don't forget, if the Cavaliers would end up doing something and taking it, to some fans, they think that a Cavalier trophy would mean more to the city of Cleveland than.
Well, it's just because the Guardians and the Browns haven't won. That's it.
Yep.
I mean, let's just say if the Guardians and the Browns ever won recently, we would be like, who are the Cavs?
Yeah. But they have James Harden.
Yeah, I mean, they lost to the Raptors the other day. God, that was one of the worst games I ever watched in my life. Awful. I don't get me started. Let's
we didn't have a Joe's crash out today, so
that's all right.
We sort of did a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But anyway, anything else from you, buddy?
Nope. I think that's it.
I agree. Next week we'll talk a little bit more baseball, college hardball, softball, baseball, track. Talk a little bit more track and field, and go from there. But until then, been real again with you, Joe, and I'm Rob. That's Joe. And we'll see you next week.
See you guys.